In a lively little village at the edge of the woods, there lived a cheerful fox named Mary. She loved to cook, but she had a tiny problem. Mary never owned a single pot or pan of her own. Whenever she wanted to bake, Mary would knock excitedly on her neighbors' doors. "Hey, Wolf, can I borrow your frying pan? I'm making biscuits," she would say, bright with enthusiasm. And Wolf would chuckle and hand over his pan. This went on for months. Mary borrowed from chicken, from bunny, from deer, always greeted with a smile and a "sure." But little by little, the neighbors' pots grew worn and scratched, and their patience began to wear thin too. One day, Mary decided it was time to get her own. She marched to the market, her eyes sparkling, and bought the fanciest, shiniest new pots she could find. Beautiful pots made of polished wood. When Mary returned home, her neighbors noticed her treasures and peeked over. Mary saw them staring and waved her paw in the air, loudly declaring, "I don't know why y'all looking at me. I got new pots, and I ain't lending or borrowing." The neighbors exchanged quiet, surprised glances, but said nothing. Mary proudly marched into her kitchen, ready to cook. She placed her wooden pots on the stove, turned up the flame, and before she knew it, smoke filled the room. Wooden pots and open flames? Not exactly a recipe for success. Her beautiful new pots burst into flames in seconds. Panicked, Mary looked out her window and saw her neighbors out and about, enjoying the sunny day. She felt a wave of embarrassment wash over her. She had borrowed from them for months, refused to share her own pots, and now she needed their help more than ever. Mary went door to door, knocking and pleading, "Please, can I borrow a pot?" But one by one, Wolf, Bunny, and Deer each replied coldly, "I ain't borrowing and I ain't lending," and slammed the door in her face. At last, Mary arrived at Chicken's house. Chicken listened patiently and then gave Mary a firm but kind lecture about taking without giving back, about how neighbors should treat each other. Then, with a smile, Chicken offered her some old pots. But there was one condition. Mary had to bake a big pan of biscuits for the entire neighborhood and apologize. Mary agreed. That afternoon, the scent of fresh biscuits filled the village. Mary served her neighbors with a smile and a sincere apology. She learned that kindness, like good biscuits, rises best when shared. And from that day on, Mary always gave back to those who had given to her.